talking about debt management. Simply put, debt is money you owe. Money you owe people, money you owe institutions. And of course, there are even some expenses that you cannot have. You can't even have those expenses without credit card. So for people that say, oh, I don't want to get into debt and all that, well, good for you. But there are some expenses, there are some things you want to do that you wouldn't be able to do without having good credit and without having a credit card. So it just shows how important it is to be aware of how you can use information about debt to improve your financial wellness. Now, what you want to always ensure is that you want to always make sure that you use debt to your leverage. You use debt to your advantage. There are good debts and there are bad debts. Mortgage is always a good example for me, in my opinion, of a good debt. Why? Because let's say somebody is just, let's say you're like maybe in your 30s, let's say you're 35 and you want to buy a house. Let's say, for example, the house is $200,000. And let's just assume that you don't have money saved up to buy this house, and you want to buy this house. Now, a mortgage will allow you to buy this house now and let you pay off that house purchase for the next 20 years and above. And without a mortgage, how do you want to get that 200,000 to buy that house? So that's what I mean by it's a good, I consider it's a good kind of debt, all things being equal. If that is what you want, if that aligns with your goal. So what you want to do is you want to use debt to your advantage. Are your finances like a messy pile of papers scattered across a table? You don't know where to start and it feels so overwhelming. Imagine if someone could organize those papers into labeled folders, making it easier for you to take action at the moment that it's needed. Look, you might feel disorganized about money, even ashamed to talk about it. If you would rather feel in control about money, connect with us at wealthEd.ca. That's wealthEd.ca. When I teach about debt management, I always like to start with credit score. So the first thing I always encourage the people that I work with to do is to get a copy of your credit report. If you don't know how to get it, you can just you can send me a message. I should be able to, but for the sake of this podcast, it's really easy. For example, if you're in Canada, you have TransUnion, for example, you could call them, you could put it on search engines, how to get their contact is there. The information is free, it's there. So you can get it, you can get in touch with them, you can call them. I believe there's a certain amount of money that you have to pay if you want the digital copies. But I also believe that, for example, I've received from them my credit report that is mailed. It was mailed to me free. So I believe you can also get this if you choose the option of them mailing it to you. I believe you can also get that free. At least you can plan to get that at least once a year. And if you really, really need to work on your credit score or your credit report, I would strongly urge you to consider investing in getting that report maybe periodically from these institutions. I believe it's an investment that is worth it, because, for example, if you have some negative items on your credit report, then what you want to do is you want to really work with a financial coach to see how you can improve that credit reports and thereby improving your score so that you can have a good credit. Because of course your credit determines the interest rate that is available to you. You find somebody with good credit and somebody with not so good credit, they want to do the same thing, they will be offered different interest rates. Of course, the person with the good credit rate will be offered a more favorable interest rate than the one with not so good credit. Why? Because the financial institutions, they have more trust. They have more confidence in the person with good credit that the person is going to pay their money back. So that's why you want to work to get good credit. So that's where I usually like to start from. Get your credit report at least annually and work through it. And if there are negative items, again, do not be discouraged. You can work at it with the help of professionals, with the help of a financial coach. You can guide you in steps you can take to improve your credit score. Now, managing debt effectively, also means you stay informed about what is available. You know things that will that will cause negative things. You know things like, oh, this is it. There are things that they call ad queries. If you really you with information, you can make informed decisions about when to send queries to that will go on your credit report. And all this, a financial coach can guide you. Professionals, accountants can guide you appropriately. Once you have your credit report, you review it thoroughly, like I said, to make sure that you negative items are removed from it. Now, I have worked with people that have said, oh, I have so many credit cards and I just want to consolidate those credit cards. Why? Because having so many credit cards, especially if you're not using everything optimally, the fact that and by so many, I mean, I've worked with people that maybe they have like 6, 7 and above credit cards. What that does is it doesn't make you feel in control of your finance. It doesn't make you feel in control of your personal finance. So what may be helpful is maybe considering consolidating those credit cards. And what I mean by that is reducing them to, for example, if you had 6 credit cards, you could work with a coach to reduce those credit cards to like 3 or 2. That way you feel in control. There's something that comes with feeling in control about your finances. That alone has its own value to your mental health, to your financial wellness. So it may be what you want to consider, maybe that step that you just need to take first of all. Let's put aside the repayments or all the things that go with that. Even the sole action of reducing the number of credit cards that you have to something that you can feel in control about can be really, really value adding to you. Now, if you are juggling many loans, like student loans, like you have a lot of debt, you may want to work with professionals to consolidate that. There are ways to do that. Seek the help of professionals to help you in doing that. There are ways you can still, whatever level that you are, there are ways you can work with professionals to, first of all, make you feel in control, and then have a plan towards paying those debts to what will work in your favor. Where the point you want to get to is to have debt, to use it as a leverage to work for you, rather than making you feel anxious or making you feel overwhelmed. That's the point you want to get to. You want to get to a point where debt will work in your favor. It's a leverage for you. And hopefully that helps you in one way or the other. See you on next episode.